Hey, Wasatch StingTV, we welcome new head football coach Jody Morgan. Just got hired before the first of the year, and he first day of work was your first day back from Christmas break.
Yeah, we got to work January 3rd, met the administration, all the faculty, kind of got to know them, and then we got to meet the kids the next day, which is the most important thing, and it's been a blast since. We have the kids coming in at 6:30 every morning. They're just grinding away. We're loving it.
That's awesome. You're getting right into it. Coach, you come from the Valley, the Salt Lake Valley. Coach,
yeah, don't hold that against me, Wasatch.
A lot of 6A ball there. You coached some big-time games, got a couple state championships under your belt. What's your thoughts coming in here to a rural community? And we're pretty raw. I mean, you can mold this to do whatever you want to do.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I think that this is a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
I really think that Wasatch is a really unique place. I've always wanted a small town gig, and this is like a little bit of the best of both worlds. This community is booming, but you can tell this community cares. The first thing that I went to, you can see all the banners, but the first thing I went to was a wrestling wrestling match against Spanish Fork, which we unfortunately lost, but you could see the community's pride in everything that they do, man. Right. It's really special.
Yeah, and they get behind it, support. No better fans in the state of Utah, I believe. But so you know, and you're coming into place. Coach Coburn was here 12, 13 years. Didn't do a shabby job. I mean, he took us from 3A to 5A. You've got established. How do you recruit more kids? We talked about that earlier today.
Yes,
sir. How do we get more kids in a Wasatch football uniform?
Well, I'm going to piggyback on the 26 state champions or state championship banners that our wrestling team has up there. I mean, that's something amazing that I just don't think that anywhere else has that. That's the culture that we want to build with football. We want to piggyback off them. I think that it's something that we are striving for, is to get multiple kids that have been in the Wasatch community, that have been in successful programs, and having that leak over to the football team. We've been open for 115 years with no state championships on football, and that's my goal.
Right. We've played in a couple of them, come up short. But, and we used to get those crossover athletes. Salazar boys, two great football players, both all-state, first-team all-staters, also wrestled in the Big Ten after their high school career. So it's not that we haven't had them before. It's just so many sports just demand so much of your time away from here. And you and I talked a little bit about it. If we can allow them to do their other sports and come over and work with you, we'd love to do that.
Yeah, and I think that the good thing about football, the great thing about football, is other athletics. You can come out and be a football player. If you go out and you hustle and you grind, you can be a football player. A lot of other sports are a little bit more specialized. I think football, you can get away with a little bit of grit and grind, but we're definitely needed. I'm coming to the basketball game because we want basketball players.
Yeah, we do. And I'll tell you what, guys, listen, when you look at a program, you want to look at the head guy, and this Coach Morgan has so much hey, you want your young man playing for a guy like that because he's positive, smiling all the time. Hey, I see big things from you, young man. And finally, I can call you young man. I'm finally the old guy around here. So welcome, Coach. Welcome to your family. You want to introduce your family a little bit?
Yeah, I got my wife, Bree, my rock. I mean, she's the one that allows me to do this. Moving up to the valley, or the Heber Valley, isn't that easy. No. So thankfully she works. So hopefully with that income we can find a place. We have our daughter Scout. She's 2 years old, little pistol. And then we got a new baby coming in March, Perry. So
congratulations and welcome to Wasatch. We're excited for you, and I know you expect big things. So congratulations on getting the job too.
Well, thank you so much. It was fun sitting with you.
Thank you. Hey guys, thanks, Coach Morgan. We are back, and we're going to tip off in about 2 minutes. We have Orem High in the house against our Wasatch Wasp boys. Thank you.
David Farr at the physician, Dr. David Thomas, for their support of Wasatch High School. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the nest. Wasatch High versus the Orem Tigers tonight. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wasatch High School basketball. Tonight, the Wasatch Wasps are pitted against the Orem Tigers. But before we do anything, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we call your attention to the center of the floor as we bring down the greatest flag on God's green earth, the American flag, and what it represents to all of America. And ladies and gentlemen, we call to the microphone a young lady to sing our national anthem. This is Kate Wilson.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nicely done, Kate. Beautiful job. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce to you the starting lineups. First of all, from the Orem Tigers, would you please welcome Jax Allen, a junior, 6'4". Number 3, Azure Young, a senior, 6'4". Number 11, Chance Dastrup, a junior, 5'9". Number 21, Trey Hyatt, a junior, 6'4". And number 23, Kai Wesley, a sophomore, 6'7". The Orem Tigers is coached by head coach Jace Tavita. Their principal is Tamara Stewart, and the athletic director is Jeremy Main. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your old Wasatch High School basketball starting five. Please welcome number 1, Ethan Moore, a 5'10 senior. Number 5, Caleb Smith, a 6'1 senior. Number 12, Miles Brown, a 6'4 senior. Number 21, Sam Lynn, a 6'3 senior. And number 23, JJ Siri, a 6'5 sophomore. Head coaches Dan McClure, assistant coaches Casey Dudley, Landon Horn, Derek Greenwald, Ryan Farr, and Hunter Lumsgaard. Principal is Justin Kelly. Our officials tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Hope, Steve Sutherland, and Kent Glotz.
And hello everybody, welcome back. We are at the Nest at Wasatch High School. This is boys basketball on StingTV, and we hope you had a chance to listen to Ken Purdy's interview with new head coach, football head coach Morgan, and that was a great interview. That'll be on tape. Of course, you can get that later. You can watch that, but here we go with boys basketball. This is Region 7, guys. We are into the Region 7. This will be second game, third game for each team, and possession started with Orem. So guys, what do you know about Orem High School?
They are big.
They got some big bodies out there. Their coach is even really big.
Big, athletic.
Orem coming in as we mentioned already with one of the Wasatch teams. They both have played a couple of games, and what was interesting about this is the Orem girls did not play Wasatch tonight.
But
Wasatch girls played Corner Canyon. There's a steal right off for Orem, and they get down quickly and score on a fast break. And this is what I saw, a little bit of video of them, lots and lots and lots of running.
like to push it.
No shot clock violations.
To extend the defense out a little abnormally. You don't see a lot of teams do that.
There's already
they're very athletic.
2 turnovers, and there's another fast break and another near score, but Wasatch comes up with the rebound, and Miles Brown's going to get the rebound, but he gets fouled. So looking again, as we talk about these teams, the Region 7, Orem 2-0. They've gotten a couple of big wins already, and 6-5 on the season. So guys, what I'm looking at is the Region 7 is always tough, but right now the preseason records are all right around 500.
Yeah.
So they played a lot of tough teams. All the teams did. Orem played several 6A teams, and Orem is actually, Sam Lynn drives and scores.
Nice job, Sam.
Sam Lynn.
Tough shot.
Orem actually plays football. Well, that's what we're trying to figure out.
5A.
They're 5A, but they do have some sports in 4A. In fact,
Right.
they were volleyball 4A, but their basketball teams seem to be 5A. We had a little question beforehand. We didn't know, but
Looks like football, baseball, and boys basketball will compete in the 5A. All the other teams will be in the 4A.
well,
So those teams petition to stay up for the competition, and why not? They're very, very good boys program. Football, they've been a juggernaut.
yeah, they have been state champs several times some years ago. Wide open three, that's good. Chance Dastrup, I remember him from last year.
Yep.
He's now only a junior still, and he already has all 5 of the points for the Orem Tigers. JJ Sari coming off a 24-point game just last Friday night.
Yeah, he was lights out.
very fun to watch.
Yeah. Terry already, you know they're going to guard him. So
shot clock down to 10.
And
they've done this a couple of times already, and I wonder if this is by design. Orem likes to run.
Sam Lynn.
And I think that's his second foul on Hyatt. Oh, no, they didn't give it to him. They gave that.
Good.
I'm sorry, that's his first.
That's Tika Wesley.
Oh, sorry.
Wesley that's only, according to the board, that's only his first foul, but he comes right out of the game. Head coach for the Orem Tigers is Jace Tavita. And Lynn completes a 4-point play.
I like hitting the shot, but it is not coming easy.
No.
I mean, we're not running the offense, getting open shots.
Both teams are very aggressive, very similar defense first, offense second kind of thing. So
that's a big score for Trey Hyatt.
They made it look very easy, backing him down into the post like that.
Looked really
Great footwork.
Hyatt, 6'4" junior, big body.
Wasatch finds themselves down 6-7 here with 4:15 left. AJ Sari's first drive to the bucket, no good. Doesn't get his own rebound. That rebound torn down by Hyatt. And once again, here comes Orem.
The pace.
Jax Allen defended JJ down there. He's doing a great job. Little bit smaller than JJ. Very quick, and he's got the draw tonight. He's got the draw tonight because that is the player to stop for us.
Very quick release three-pointer. No good. Orem gets the offensive board, and they get a fresh shot clock. Another wide open three. No good. Sam Lynn comes down with the rebound. Miles Brown comes quickly.
Miles will shoot that.
Downtown Miles Brown.
We said it before, Miles has got a stroke.
I think Miles might be the best, pure shooter.
Yeah.
Just his form, everything on it. I love it.
The three-pointer from Brown gives Wasatch the 9-7 lead. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. Orem does not look afraid to shoot the three.
No, not
and
at
there's
all.
Another one down the pipe.
Tate Robinson.
That's a sophomore, Robinson. I'm not seeing many seniors on this roster. JJ.
Nice take, JJ.
That's the first bucket of the night.
Spread the floor.
And that's what I was hoping that the girls would do a little bit when the pressure was coming out. Spread the floor and let them take it right off the drive.
And JJ's special. He can handle the ball like that. Normally, a big guy
Asher Young
is going to need
three-pointer. That's three-pointers from the Orem Tigers. Sorry to cut you off.
No, not at all. Big guy's going to need be a little bit closer to the basket or get a screen and
wide
it's
open.
all JJ.
Miles Brown thinking about it.
Yeah, he was
feeling it. Yeah.
Almost a steal. Wide open three this time. Good.
Ethan says, I'll match you.
Wow.
At my count, that's 5 3-pointers and still 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, ill-advised.
Quickly, Chance Dastor tries to get it down low to Young, and it's knocked out of bounds. Back into the game for the Tigers is Tika Wesley.
And Orem not afraid to substitute, keeping guys fresh.
Wesley listed at 6'7". Wow, that was an athletic play. Wesley gets the board, comes around underneath on the baseline and scores. Wesley is a sophomore.
Strong, athletic kid.
Very strong and dangerous.
Yeah.
When he gets close to the rim like that.
Wow, I cannot believe they just called that. Boy, I was watching when that happened. Brown came down. There was a little contact, but boy, Wesley really sold it.
He sold it well.
So
the only thing is, if you don't make the contact, you don't allow the player to sell it. So be smart.
Brown did a little bit, but so Orem gets the ball back, up 15-14.
Head coach for Orem, Chase DeVita.
There's a drive by Allen once again, and it's good. Allen with his first bucket of the night. So now 6 players from Orem have scored. And that is exactly what their stats look like. It's even across the board. J.J. Sari's going to take a little 10-footer just off the mark. Ripped down, rebound by Young. And once again, quickly down the court is Orem. And boy, another open look. That's Jax Allen. The lead now is 5. That's the biggest lead of the night for Orem.
And Chance is always looking at that offside block. I've seen it in the half-court set and the full-court drive.
Miles Brown takes the three-pointer, no good. Wasatch seems to be getting back kind of quick, but boy, Orem is just taking wide open shots. And the rebound comes down to J.J. Sari, and that's going to be a foul.
Whoa!
JJ's
really good. Okay.
JJ's working really hard. Both ends, putting a lot of energy in.
I think they're going to give the foul to Young. I didn't quite see who it was, but I think it was. Into the game, checking in is Nate Hinckley for Wasatch. Wasatch down 14-19. 50 seconds left.
Looking for that outlet.
Brown's going to have it on the outside. He's going to drive on Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley, and he draws another foul on Wesley.
Boy, and that's strong. Both players right there. Wesley's an incredible athlete. But for Miles to get that up, it's my little Orem insider. Wesley's also a football kid, along with Asher Young. Wesley played towards the end of the season for the Orem Tigers and already has offers from BYU and Utah. So if that tells you what type of athlete he is.
Wow. Wesley's going to have to come out of the game, back into the game. Jax Allen, he was only off the court for about 30 seconds. Miles Brown hits both. Brings Wasatch to within 3. 44 seconds left here in this very rapid first quarter, guys. Hardly time making the clock stop. It's gone that fast. And there's a rare turnover by Orem.
Yeah, they've been pretty clean with the ball so far. That's a very rare look. A good opportunity for Wasatch with 35 seconds on the clock. Try to cut into that 3-point lead. Maybe tie it up.
Wasatch will have it full coverage now. This is heavy full court pressure. Actually not heavy anymore. It looks like it's just a soft man. But here we go, 29 seconds. Shot clock, there's about a second difference is all. Actually, that's actually wrong. They should turn off the shot clock. So the game clock is going to end before the shot clock.
Yeah,
14 seconds, 13 seconds. Wasatch's going to way down the end.
There's your play call coming in from the coach.
7 seconds.
Pretty late in the clock.
4 seconds. Sam Lind. No
And a
foul.
foul.
They are going to call the foul.
Yeah, you got to call the foul.
It was obviously a 4-out. You just let him take it off the drive.
It looked like he was getting everybody on the baseline, which is going to clear the lane out. And
if the defense collapses on the drive, you got to kick, find the open. But Sam's so good at taking the ball to the rim. He can finish well at the rim, right and left. He's got a really good pull-up.
Young draws the foul. That's 2 on him.
Lind hits the first. I don't think Coach DeVita wanted that foul from Young right there. I think that's just play the heavy D and just let him take his chances. But
Orem's a really athletic team, and we're going to have our hands full tonight. Another good one, guys.
Into the game for Wasatch, Caleb Smith comes back in, and Carson Benke makes his first appearance. 1.9 seconds. There's going to be a Tom Brady pass, and it's broken up by Smith. Oh, and they still got the opportunity. So Trey Hyatt did have an actual look. So 19-18 is the first quarter score lead for the Orem Tigers.
Wow, going to be another barn burner tonight. I can tell that already. And Corey, both teams in a man-to-man, and they're extending out. So taking away passing lanes, you're going to see a lot of one-on-one ball.
Very aggressive, up in your face defense. But the pace on the offense is what impresses me on from Orem.
Yeah.
Coming out and trying to increase that. Wasatch tried a little bit to control that pace, where they slow it down, take the whole clock out of it. They can also match pace. We saw that a couple times where
Right.
they push it right back up and drive. And we'll see what Coach decides to do, what they like, and what he feels like gives them the better advantage. But
You know, Coach Morgan alluded a little bit. That's why he's the basketball game. He's recruiting some basketball kids, and you see that. You have Tika Wesley, who is a sophomore. I mentioned before, has offers from Utah and BYU for football. Also plays on the baseball team. Throws 87 miles an hour.
Wow.
So obviously, you know, my Orem insider is Coach Hermanson.
That's awesome.
A friend of mine, and Coach said he's a unicorn. Like you don't build
You
him
don't
like
see
that.
that very often.
Yeah, this kid is incredible. Coach Martindale knows all about unicorns. His oldest daughter was one. She was an
Absolutely.
incredible athlete.
Always wanted one of those.
Yep.
Yeah, your daughter the same. So here we go, the beginning of the second quarter. Wasatch just down one, and the Orem Tigers. Guys, I'm going to say Wasatch down one. They're probably happy to be that close.
Yeah. Oh,
wouldn't you say?
absolutely.
Sam Lynn's going to drive baseline. That's
Catching
Banky's
fire.
going to take the three-pointer, no good. And didn't catch rim or anything.
Nice shot.
So
I mean,
it's
very nice drive. Quick scoring
Yeah.
once again. That's Asher Young, so athletic.
yeah.
Young is one of the seniors. I only see two on the roster. Maxwell Lewis is the other senior. Haven't seen him on the court yet, but so you're talking about a very young team.
Yeah.
Back into the game, as we mentioned, Caleb Smith and Carson Banky stayed in.
Nate Hinckley checked in at 14. Nate's played some good minutes.
Sari still on the floor, and Lynn.
Nice.
Carson Banky with
Wow.
a drive down the
Wow.
middle.
You know, and
Great move.
didn't need that last game, right?
Yeah.
Carson was kind of
I would have loved to have seen
in
him
the shadows.
do that move in the first
Yeah.
possession. Coming off the bench with 1 second and then jumping into a three is tough.
AJ Sari with the block.
But man, he shows he can play.
Wow, Carson Banky.
Well, and I love Sam Lynn with the three off the front rim. Orem really commanding rebounds. There's no offensive boards for Wasatch at the moment.
A lot of standing on Wasatch. Not a lot of movement away
Beautiful.
from ball. It's one guy kind of doing his move,
That's
doing his
Allen.
thing, and
Oh, good call.
Jax Allen's listed at 6'4".
Boy, he is silky smooth.
And once again,
too.
I'm going to say that's gratuitous. I
Yeah.
think he's maybe 6'1".
Jax Allen
6'2", maybe.
is silky smooth right there.
Oh, he is so athletic. I like the call with Carson Banky coming in because he is quick like their guards too. And I think that's a good match.
and he's a threat. He is a
Yes.
threat anywhere on the floor.
So quiet last couple of games, and man, when he needs, doesn't do too much, doesn't turn the ball over. Man, that was a fantastic move to the rim by Carson Banky.
JJ Sari's going to come out for Wasatch, get a breather. Miles Brown still in. Hinckley, Lynn, and Moore, besides Banky, on the floor for Wasatch. Wesley comes back into the game for Orem. There's a drive down the baseline and kick out. And Wasatch causing a little more disruption. There's a little baby jump.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Little baby
we've
jump.
heard that before.
By Hyatt didn't fall, but on the rebound, I think they gave that to Miles Brown.
Yeah, I think that's his second.
I still haven't seen the board light up. I didn't see, but he is coming out, so JJ's going to come back in.
You get an athletic player like that, it happens. You're playing a little bit harder than normal.
Shot by Wesley, no good, but the rebound goes back to Orem. Orem winning the rebound battle right now, both ends.
Wow.
Another drive by Allen.
He's starting to heat up a little
Too
bit.
easy to let somebody
Yeah.
just drive right from the top all the way to the rim.
Shows Allen now with 6 points, and Orem has the 23-20 lead. There's a three-pointer open,
Good
look
open
no
look.
good. Lind with the offensive board.
Take your time, guys.
I liked Hinckley there, looked very, very calm and natural with that three-pointer.
I liked that the ball went in first. Ethan drove baseline and then kicked it out rather than.
Sam Lynn with a little razzle-dazzle, but no good.
Like to see him kick that out. Sam's great at that. I'd like to see him kick it out to Carson Banky, get Carson going a little bit.
Down low.
Way too easy.
pass. Well done. That's, once again, Jackson Allen. I want to say it was Dastrup that got the pass down to him. I could be wrong.
He has such great court vision in passing.
Moore gets a shot off. No good.
Just cannot get it to fall down.
Yeah, and it's one and done. Uh-oh.
Great pass. Wow.
Hope that's not a terrible injury there. And Sam Lind, looks like he twisted his ankle. That is not what you want. While I was watching that happen, I don't think Orem scored. I wasn't watching down there, so
no, we didn't get a score. But just some easy baskets for Orem. We're losing them a little bit, and it's because they're so athletic. Missed by Hyatt, Wesley picks it up.
Constant movement,
yeah,
all the time. Everybody, you turn your head for a second, he's slipping in behind.
So the statistic that I'm looking at right now is Orem winning the rebound battle, both ends.
Yeah.
And Wasatch, the last few, as you mentioned, just kind of one and done.
And field goal percentage is pretty low for Wasatch. We've missed some shots we wish we could have back. So Sam's going to be forced to sit and guard play. Carson, let's see Carson and Ethan step up a little bit.
So it's looking at, we didn't see the replay, but Sam Lind kind of describing, kind of watching the interaction with the
I didn't really see any contact much, but running down.
It was no contact.
I think he stepped on someone's foot, yeah. One of those where you're kind of backing away or you're throwing it. I didn't see it, but.
Ankles are bad enough, but you just hope they're not.
Right.
That was my big worry for a second. He kind of reached down behind his foot. Anyway.
But he's a tough one to lose off the court. He's such a presence on both ends.
So there was a basket. Orem did score.
Yeah, so I thought Wesley had a put back.
Okay.
They just didn't. Maybe they were waiting for the referee to.
Wasatch in dangerous territory here, guys. Right now, momentum seems to be Orem, and Lind has to come out. So most definitely you need a little magic from J.J. Sperry. Right now it's a stifling zone.
Yeah, and they're
Hinckley driving, and the ball is stuffed by Wesley. No call, and here comes Orem. Orem makes a 1-on-4 even look dangerous. It's like they're so quick. Ball down low to Wesley. It's going to kick out and a steal.
Great anticipation by Ethan. I was watching this matchup between Hinckley and Wesley on this end. Wesley just plays so aggressive off ball without it that Hinckley was complaining and to the ref even trying to get some attention. But
he's 6'7" and he is athletic.
Yeah,
gonna bang you if you're coming through his house.
You'd think a little Sari going against Wesley here, trying to get the foul, but we're already down to 3:30 here in the second quarter. Wasatch down to 3 seconds on their shot clock. Hayden Banky takes the three-pointer, no good off the front rim. And here comes Orem. Open three-pointer by Robinson, good. And just like that, it is a 10-point lead for Orem. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Wasatch looking a little, there's a Hinckley shot just off the rim. No rebounding right now.
And they're settling for what they can get rather than
And another
rather than creating their own and taking what they want. They're just settling for what they get.
Chance Dastrup, 13-point lead. And I think I've counted that's 4 different guys with three-pointers for Orem. Ethan Moore with the shot. He's going to get fouled. Not like Wasatch isn't getting good looks.
Yeah, but everything we are doing is getting contested, though. So it's just,
it's a physical.
Man,
it's a physical thing.
It is tough to beat when your field goal percentage is that high from behind the arc.
Ethan Moore will shoot 2. And a little bit of a scoring drought for Wasatch. That's the first point basically for Wasatch in the last 2 minutes.
And you can't let this break your back. You know, you can get settled in, and this will be a horse race the rest of the game, or you do the little things better.
Ethan Moore hits both free throws.
And you got to win the boards.
22-33 is the lead. The largest lead of the night was
Little trap.
13.
Little trap going on here.
Dastard gets it down low. There's lots and lots of traffic there, but still, Trey Hyatt
That's Hyatt.
gets
Hyatt
the bucket.
and Wesley are so good down there. So you're trying to take away the three and the guard play, and they just kick it down to the big men. They back in, and
They're going to give another foul. This time they're going to give it to Wesley.
yeah.
He's just, and that I credit Hinckley on part of that, because Hinckley was trying to, when he was in there and getting banged by him, he was trying to get the ref's attention, let him know, look, every single time he's got his elbow in my jaw or a rib in the gut, you know.
Okay.
And so it just gets the attention. You might not get the call then, but maybe down later. This is one of those that
Wesley comes out of the game. Miles Brown.
Boy, Miles
Three.
I'd like to see him get going.
10-point lead for Orem right now.
It's such a soft trap that they're playing off. Like it allows Orem to spread the floor and let the ball just
Asher Young.
do the work around.
Orem
First
finally
miss in a
misses a
row.
basket. Asher Young misses the three. Wasatch down to 1:35 left here in the first half. And look at the same thing. All Wasatch players are on the complete perimeter.
Yeah. What I would love to see, and we saw a little bit, sometimes if the team has an advantage with the big in the post, flip it. Put
Rotate it. There you go.
Pass into Hinckley.
There you go. Got a foul.
Finally a little cut there.
Yeah.
Go 4 out and put Ethan, your guard, down there posting up. That's a great matchup. I feel like Ethan has a little bit of advantage in the post. Doing that, he has some post play.
And you know, let's start all the way back. As soon as we crossed the timeline, Dastard did a good job. He stopped Ethan, and we just stopped right there, you know. I don't want to be out of control, but I felt like that was something we could have run to the rim a little bit, had some guys crashing.
There's a great replay of that. Hinckley hits the first. And hits the second. Minute 18 left in the first half. Lead is down to 8. Wasatch, what do they need to do here in the last minute to feel like they're back in this game?
Get a couple
guys?
stops. If you get a couple, score.
So they're falling back. No more trap.
Orem actually taking a little time off the clock here. And they look very content taking a little time.
Two-man game, one side of the floor.
Not sure they're going to call that on
Man.
J.J. Seri.
That's a really quick whistle. Officials are taking control early. I think Coach McClure is a little befuddled.
Quickly, Orem, the shot clock was. Wasatch gets
There's
the
your stop.
That's what they want there. So, not a bad look from Orem, but definitely more contested with Wesley out.
And if you score, you're getting the ball back with one more possession. And if you get another stop, it's a score stop.
Get a good shot here,
Sari's
JJ.
going to be on. Oh, and he didn't take the shot. Looked like he had an opportunity on Hyatt.
Spreading the floor.
Shot clock down. That's Lynn back in the game. Well, that was, I believe, blocked. I'm going to say there was
Something on the floor. There's
something on the floor, but it looked like that was blocked, and yet it's going to.
Yeah, it's very, very short. If it wasn't blocked,
Well, JJ's forcing a little bit.
Well, it either was blocked or at least his hand hit.
You got to get a screen for him. You got to get somebody to screen high. We're too
a
much.
lot of standing around. And
Yeah,
watching
we're on the perimeter way too much. There's no cutting. Nobody flashing from the low post.
Shot clock is off, down to 10 seconds in the half. That's down 8. The drive is stopped. Down to the last 2 seconds. The shot no good. Sam Lynn does a little flip. So
it's a little victory.
Yes.
You didn't let them score in that. You did get a bucket. I would have loved to have seen a 2 for none, but
And you see Orem being successful. There's a lot of movement down here. They're cutting. They're coming
All
off
of them.
screens.
Every guy
It's
is
more
moving.
emotion, and we're just kind of we're caught in tracks. We're catching it on the perimeter. We're facing up, and there's nowhere to go.
the lead at halftime here at Wasatch High School. Wasatch down 27-35 to the visiting Orem Tigers. So here at the halftime, we'll be letting you watch the drill team. We'll be back right before the second half to have a few points made about the first half. So thanks for joining us here on StingTV.
The Wasatch High School drill team. Also, for your halftime entertainment, Wasatch High School is proud to present the Wasatch High School cheerleaders. Your Wasatch High School cheerleaders.
Campus of Wasatch High School. Wasatch High School boys basketball. This is a Region 7 matchup hosting the Orem Tigers. Orem Tigers right now 2-0 in Region 7 on top of the standings. Here in the next week or two, you're going to start to really see a division of teams in Region 7. But we're looking at the funny situation with Orem. As we mentioned earlier, Orem High School, they actually have 3 of their athletic teams playing in 5A. and everyone else playing in the 4A. So the football team is 5A. They played in the Region 7 with Wasatch this last year. And their boys basketball team here tonight is in the Region 7. And then Kim Purdy said the baseball team. Everyone else is in the 4A. Max Preps doesn't even have it right. Max Preps shows the Orem girls in the Region 7, and they are not. So, and I confirmed that here with Deseret News. And so just kind of funny how that works, those teams like that. Orem is a smaller school than Wasatch by almost 800 students. I guess 600 students. And so here we go, the beginning of the second half. Orem up 35-27. They have first possession. And, guys, there's a little dribble off his foot. That's going to be a turnover right off. So, guys, what does Wasatch need to do here to get back into this game? They're already in the game.
More of that.
So
that's probably the
turnovers.
first miscue by Orem.
I swear I only saw 2 or 3 turnovers in the first half. Ken, you're right. So already a turnover by Orem. And let's see if Wasatch can capitalize. Miles Brown drive a little bit, and there is the first turnover of the second half for Wasatch. And, boy, the ball knocked away.
You got to be very deliberate with this team. They're so active on their feet, active with their hands. You can't do a flip at anything. It's got to be very, very deliberate, crisp.
Well, I'm just watching, guys. Jax Allen, who has the ball there for Orem right now, he is a sprinter. It's like he is gone. He's down the court just like that. He just did it again.
I'm going to date myself. A little George Gervin-ish. Just silky, smooth.
And you're right. You do date yourself a little bit. Wesley with a three-pointer, no good.
The Iceman.
The Iceman.
I had his poster, Coach.
I'll be honest.
No score from Orem. Sam Lind is going to take the shot. No good.
Such a tough shot.
Right in the face of Wesley.
We got to get better shots than that.
And, that was a tough one.
They're settling.
Pass down
and
low.
this is just too easy. They're just dumping it down.
Chance Dastrup just does an amazing job of not only quickly getting to the spot, looking one way, passing the other, finding the open guy, and Trey Hyatt. You can look up anything you want there.
Well, the thing of it is, they had to play some good time. We don't have their schedule up, but this is a very, very good team.
Here's the Orem schedule for you right there. Miss, but Orem keeps the ball. They hit one free throw, but not the second one, but got the offensive board. So here we go. We have something going on. The shot clock did not go. So
the difference, though, going back to that last shot and possession for Wasatch, they've got to find a way to start passing up the good shots to find the great ones. They're just taking the first little thing that's open and taking it. If they're not falling, some nights it works. It's fine. If the shots are going and good, but if they're not, you've got to pass up the good ones to get to the great.
Guys, right now, J.J. Sari, with 25 points the other night, has 2 in this game right now. And
I think the length, the athleticism that Orem brings, that Springfield didn't have so much.
Wesley gets it down low over the top of Sari, and he scores 38-27.
Everybody's got film nowadays. Guys, this deep into the season, JJ's not going to surprise anybody. They're going to come out.
Look at that. Wesley clear out on Brown. Brown throws it away.
Again, a lazy pass. Cross court, through a lot of bodies with a team that has very, very active hands in the passing lanes.
And again, that's Jax Allen sprinting down with the steal. He's going to get fouled by Lind.
And JJ's just a sophomore, and I know Tika is a sophomore as well. He's a unicorn. But there's a little size difference there. JJ's going to struggle a little bit when he gets a big body like that.
A little more physical. A lot more physical, actually.
He'll develop his game a little bit. But, man, rarely do you find somebody that Tika can come out and guard you out on the perimeter too.
Right.
This kid is that athletic at 6'7".
Allen hits both. The lead grows. It's now 13-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the night.
They've got to
for
find
Orem.
an identity on offense. This game, Orem's done a really good job of limiting them and just dictating what they want them to do.
Lind is going to drive, take the soft 6-footer, no good.
Yeah, not falling.
And no movement around, no back screen across, nobody coming through. It's
3-pointer by Dastrup, no good. Moore comes down with it. Wasatch coming with a little speed. But they will set up. Moore up at the top against Dastrup. Miles Brown.
There you go.
So they're moving the ball a little bit. We're not.
That was a
more
much
than one
better
pass.
possession.
You talked about it, rotating that ball around, whether it's a man or a zone. You move that ball around. You create passing lanes. Guys become open.
That's the second 3-pointer for Miles Brown tonight. He has 11 points.
I would imagine we probably have less than 5 points in the paint. That's what we've got to do a little bit better, unless you're going to shoot the lights out from the three.
Whereas Orem has both going on.
Right.
They can do it from the outside and they can get inside. So we want to give a shout out to our StingTV fans. We got JJ Sari's family all over the place.
Right.
Grandparents in Mesquite. We certainly appreciate you guys being so faithful. But also other areas, the Sari family. We have family in North Carolina.
Wow.
I'll
Family
take
in
it.
Vernal and in Colorado. Thank you so much for hanging with us on StingTV.
So cool they get to watch JJ from all over the country.
Yeah. This is a little different look from Orem. Oh, there's going to be an offensive foul.
10-yard penalty. It was a great idea, but when he turns his back and then wraps his arms around backwards, you're going to get that call. You got to turn face, keep your arms in.
Foul charge to Asher Young.
But I love the back pick, skip over the top. Great idea.
Young comes out. I believe that's his second foul. I don't think anybody really in foul trouble for Orem except Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 3 since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's very smart.
JJ Sari's getting down low. He's going to back on and score. No, he misses the reverse layup.
Great spin.
That's what you need, though, more, right? Quick 3-pointer.
Wow.
Good. Tate Robinson. Another one, another sophomore. Their averages, they have 6 guys that average 10 points or more.
Yeah.
There's a 3-pointer by Lind, in and out. Wrestled down, rebound by Smith. And the putback.
He earned every bit of that
Little
bucket.
fire from Caleb. Caleb's getting more confidence every start.
Caleb Smith, one of the seniors for Wasatch, listed at 6 foot. Wesley with a wide open look. It's no good.
That's coming our
gonna
way.
Knock it out of bounds. Oh, that's going to say Wasatch touched it last. I think even Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley knocked
confused
that. I don't know if
at
the truck has that again, but that's crazy.
No one else really seemed to argue that. Another wide open Wesley with the offense.
I'd like to see some
board.
misses.
No good.
We're getting opportunities, Jen.
Wasatch with a couple stops. Ethan Moore up at the top, hounded.
Yeah, so active.
JJ Sari with a 3-pointer, no good off the front of the rim.
And again, a settle for, yeah, you could get that off, but you could get that off any time you want.
Right.
I would love to see it.
The big Orem's big men can come out and guard you on the perimeter. JJ's not used to some of that.
Silky smooth move again.
And you know
by
what?
Allen.
And they have struggled a little bit right
3
here.
possessions in a row without a score.
Yeah, it's an opportunity.
Good looks, but Wasatch waiting for the opportunity. I say you get it in there once again.
Yeah, I would like to see that entry.
To drive and get a foul on somebody. A 3-pointer, no good. JJ gets the board. It's knocked out
Nice
of
job,
bounds
good
by
hustle.
Allen.
Hey, shoot or shoot. Keep on shooting the ball, JJ.
Wesley comes out for Orem. He's going to take a seat.
I would be curious to see a shot chart on the game.
Okay.
Selling for a lot of outside.
Yeah.
And you live and you die by it.
Right.
If it's not going, you've got to find another avenue. But
Wasatch down 32-43. The lead at one time was 14. Now it's at 11.
Again,
And 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
nothing down low.
yeah, he did such a great job of working JJ out of the post.
Yeah.
Just with his hips.
Sam Lynn's going to drive, kick out. 3-point attempts, no good off the front of the rim. And Orem with another rebound.
And I think, Corey, your point, I think Ethan has a size advantage on Daspert, too. I think he should back him down, take him in there.
Or pass to the wing, run through your baseline cut, stop. When he's on your back trailing, just stop under the rim.
Right.
Catch it and make your move on it.
And not only that, someone, he gets beat a couple times. Someone's going to come and help and kick off and you'll be open.
Everything you do opens up something else, right? It's the game of chess. You're making a move to make your next move, and
we're just not setting our feet. Shots are fast. It's not. It is not what we've seen the last couple of games. But again, competition. Orem is a extremely athletic team, and it's going to force you to do that. So,
if you weren't here earlier, if you didn't see it on StingTV, the Wasatch girls had a non-region game against Corner Canyon, 6A Corner Canyon.
Yeah, if you didn't get to see it, go check it out. It's on the YouTube channel. What an amazing
fun
game.
game.
That was fun.
Wasatch came out on the losing end. They lost 57-53.
But fantastic game.
And it wasn't that close. It was a close game all night. Great game. So Corner Canyon comes out with the very much needed road win against a good Wasatch team. And now it's region here out all the way for both boys and girls. So after the timeout, Orem up 43-32. Another wide open look again.
Great drive kick
for Robinson, but it's off the mark. It's
good block out by Hinckley there.
But that might have been Robinson's first miss down there. He has been hot.
Robinson listed on the board as 9 points.
Yeah.
And I want to say they're 3 3-pointers.
Yeah,
and in the last 4 minutes, Wasatch
100%.
has had a huge opportunity to try to close this gap. Just can't convert.
We got it down low to Sari. Sari guarded closely. He's going to take the little 7-footer. Good.
The same thing we talk about Ashley Garner in the post. Take your time.
Yeah, it was a great, deliberate, slow-paced, right on. That's all day and all night.
Orem most definitely taking a little more time. Down low, that's a beautiful pass. Trey Hyatt with the bucket. Pass, I think that was from Young. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, get the ball to the middle and then dump it to that short corner.
I think it was Robinson who dumped that down to
Robinson. Okay,
Yep.
Thank you. Jump ball looks like it's going to stay with Wasatch. Trey Hyatt will come out, and Wesley will come back in for Orem. Not sure the discussion going on down there.
I think they're getting a little jersey check.
Oh, gotcha.
Making sure we're all tucked in.
Inbound pass for Wasatch. Sam Lynn drives. Little step up, misses the layup. And once again, Jax Allen just comes down with the board.
Yeah. They play very physical.
Yeah.
They're going to make you work. Try to get that half step, and normally Sam might get that on a lot of guys.
Wow. Soft lay-in that time by Tate Robinson.
Tate Robinson's only a sophomore.
Hinckley is blocked. Ball taken away quickly by Asher Young. Once again, three-pointer. Wow, down the pipe, Tate Robinson. Robinson now, that is 7 points for Robinson in the last minute and a half. And that explodes the lead for Orem up to 16. It is the
This is quite
Tate
a run
Robinson show right now. although a couple of great passes to get it to him. JJ at the top of the key. Wesley on him. Wasatch down to 5 on the shot clock. JJ's going to drive. Stubble. Sam Lynn gets the shot off. Good. A much
Very short shot.
three-pointer.
Wow.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. That three-pointer brings Wasatch within 13. Orem going to let it come down for a last shot. Down to 12 seconds. And it's taken away by Moore. We have a 2-on-2 for Wasatch.
Plenty of time. He almost carried it there.
6 seconds, 4 seconds left. Sam Lynn is going to get it off to Moore. Fake on the three-pointer, no good. Which is what Wasatch wanted to do, but got the look.
I'd love to see it get to 10. Makes it manageable. And not that it is far-fetched that we can come back tonight. I mean, we do have the talent, but man, this is a really talented. And Tate Robinson, good night. Yeah. This kid is really taken over. You look at some of the other players out there, and you're thinking young Wesley's going to blow it up, and this Robinson kid is just lit it up.
I made the mistake. I said Robinson had a 7-0 run. It was an 8-0 run. So we had 2 three-pointers and a 2-point bucket. So Robinson, the huge difference in the third quarter, gives Orem the 13-point lead, 50-37. Guys, here we go, fourth quarter here in a minute. Tell me, Corey, first, what do you think? Does Orem right now have any weaknesses that Wasatch can exploit?
I don't know. That's a really tough question because we haven't seen it yet, at least enough. I would love. They're playing very aggressive, coming out right up in your face. One of the greatest answers for pressure is to match the pressure, right? Beat pressure with pressure. So if they're going to come out that just rip and go, but Orem has done such a good job of staying on your hip and staying with that we give up on the drive pretty quick and kick.
I see weaknesses when we turn up the defensive pressure, but when we do that, we're tired on the other end. And I'm seeing that in our shots and our legs a little bit.
I wish Wasatch would go at Wesley more. He's had 3 fouls since the second quarter. Soft jumper again.
And I was just going to say, Jax Allen's been cooled down a little bit this half. Robinson picked up, but he had just a great.
Still, he's just a mistake-free player.
Scores from everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I wish JJ would just drive and get somebody to foul him or something.
Had too much standing too. Like it's a one-on
cross-court
game.
Pass to Miles Brown. Miles Brown charges on Wesley a little bit. Here comes JJ. Gonna call a block foul. It's going to be on Dash.
Good call.
JJ, well, and here's the thing. As a sophomore, he's going to get stronger, but this is where your weakness is going to come out a little bit when you got a big, strong Asher Young, a little bit thicker than him. He's matched up with him.
JJ up at the top, gets it to Lind. 21's going to get
12.
Lind is going to get
that's Miles
for a foul.
And Miles has got a couple of those off ball.
Yeah,
and
all 3 of them have been
with Wesley. It's just he's banging back and forth, and
because Wesley plays very physical, off ball on the other end, and then you try to match a little bit, and they won't let Miles. And nobody else for Wasatch has stepped up to try to match that physicality.
Yeah,
the lead is 15 for the Orem Tigers. Playing here at Wasatch High School. Beautiful dish off once again.
That's
Asher
a clinic.
Young.
It is.
That really is. That's textbook right there. Chance Dester with another assist. 17-point lead for the Orem Tigers. JJ drives. No call. I wish he'd gone up for the shot. He might have gotten something on that.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
You can tell JJ's just not happy with himself.
The only
right
thing
now.
I've seen positive is Carson Banke coming in. He had a little quick bucket. That was a nice little take. He turned around, handed it to JJ.
Sam Lynn with the three-pointer. No good. Wow, a turnover for Orem.
Rare
they
mistake.
don't come very often, so Wasatch with an opportunity. 6:30 left in the game.
Let's get Carson Banke off a little bit.
Banky sat out most of the third quarter, so got in right toward the end again. And he's
not a lot of minutes.
So here we go. Wasatch trying to solve. Miles Brown. Not it.
I'd like to see
that one.
I'd like to see Carson start the offense. Bring it down.
He's got the handles.
Yep. And you know what? Why not? We've seen a couple other players bring the ball down, not have very much success.
Right now, Orem putting on a demonstration.
The passing clinic.
Right
Yeah.
now.
The ball never had to touch the floor.
Yeah,
No.
right.
And then you set Young, and in comes Hyatt, and you're not losing there's no drop off.
Yeah.
Another turnover.
Another mental mistake.
That's 2 turnovers for Orem in the last 2 possessions. Wasatch ready to take advantage. Here comes Banky with the ball down the court, just like you asked, Ken.
Well, I'd like to see him take a little bit.
Sam Lynn, spin move, has the ball knocked. Banky grabs it. Plenty of time on the shot clock, down to 17. JJ Seri, 3-pointer.
You got to make a couple of those so you can get him off his feet and go around him. So nice job, JJ.
Little 3-quarter court pressure now from Wasatch. Orem breaks it. And, Orem just toying with them right now. A miss, but an offensive board and a foul. That was Robinson, took the 3-pointer, missed. Wesley with the offensive board, and then he is fouled.
Well,
I believe that's Sam Lind. He'll have his 3rd personal foul.
this is when you got to make your run right here. And whether it's for the 3-ball, Corey, or you go inside and slow the game down a little bit, go to the line.
Wesley.
They've been showing the 3-ball so much throughout the whole game.
I
It's
know.
really hard.
Yeah.
Now to throw a wrinkle in. Oh, we haven't seen this one yet, but yeah, we've got to find. Wasatch has to find something to generate some offense and get some stops.
Well, I feel like you too. If you're gonna have a lot of takes, which means one-on-one, you got to spread the floor a little bit. Our other guys stand in the high post. His guy's able to come bleed off and help him and get back to his guy. And so they're shutting off the driving lanes. We turn around, we pick the ball up, and there's nobody to throw it to. So
Orem Tigers take a timeout. At this point of the game, 4 minutes left. Wasatch down, 3.5 minutes left. Wasatch, as you mentioned, there is time, guys. We've seen Wasatch score in droves. They did last week against Springville.
They've got shooters.
They have shooters and they have athleticism.
Well, and it's that confidence, right? You get a couple people, like I said earlier, get Carson off, get some screens for him, get Sam. We're not getting any screen, we're not getting any help, and it turns into a 1v1 game, and you're not going to beat them that way.
Orem right now dominating, I would imagine, in every statistical category.
I would think so.
And fast break points, rebounds, 3-point shooting.
You look at this is stretch. We had them within, 13. We're not getting blown out of the gym yet, but there's some things that we can adjust, but we have got to move offensively.
And I told you incorrectly, it's 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game, so plenty of time for Wasatch. Orem would have to drastically make a lot of those downtown. Miles Brown. That's his 4th 3-pointer of the night. I thought it was 4th. I think that's 3 3-pointers for Miles Brown. So 14 points on the night. And that's 2 3-pointers in a row from Wasatch with the JJ Seri 3-pointer back before the timeout.
And 13 points is within reach, and
exactly
about 5 minutes to go.
Absolutely.
Especially with 3-pointers. I guess if that's going to be your Orem, very content on running the clock down. They're down to 5 seconds. He stepped out of bounds. So Wasatch with a couple of stops.
Dastrup does lead them in turnovers, so he's the kid that we want to have the ball. But you look at this game, JJ's got 7 points tonight. He gets closer to his average. We got a game here.
So Wasatch comes down, 4:25 left, down 13.
They got a 3 look for Miles last time.
Miles definitely not getting the easy look this time.
Nice.
There's
take.
a drive.
That's what I
Ethan Moore.
Coach Lange been saying that all night.
Lead down to 11. That is a 7. That's an 8-2 run. And another 3-pointer to douse that fire.
The trapping in the press is just, the pressure is too far off. You're allowing the
Tate
defense
Robinson with the 3.
to see the open field, and now you're playing catch-up trying to chase them.
It was an 8-2 run until that 3-pointer.
Put another 8-2 run together right here, and
Sam Lind with the jumper, no good. Rebound again to Allen.
That ankle's not feeling well. And JJ just set 3 picks there, back and forth for Sam. We got to get JJ on a pick, get him going. You're going to have games like this.
Orem, very disciplined offense. Lots of passes, as you said. Wasatch comes down with the rebound. Ethan Moore, it looks like he had a look. Sam Lind, a little more leg push.
but the inside out coming from Ethan in.
Yep.
Now find your window. 3-pointer good. That brings the lead back to 11. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. The timeout was called by Wasatch.
What I hate about the 3, I love about the 3. It can get you points in bunches, right? And you can get into games. You can stretch games out. Right now, it's the only thing.
Live and die. You just can't rely on it, right? All the time.
Too many athletes to take it in the paint and go up. They're just extremely athletic.
Well, and you would think eventually, if the 3-pointer was falling, that would open up something.
It does.
So
it draws that defense out. It opens up the floor for others, and it opens up the drive. Now that they're closing out, now you attack a closeout. You got a layup coming out of it, but we've shot so many threes throughout the game. It's hard to invent new looks every time. You become one-dimensional. It's like a football team that can't run the ball, you know.
Right.
I feel like
that's a good comparison.
This is an 11-point lead. This is as close as we have been for 3 quarters.
And Orem's played an amazing game.
Oh, man.
Great game. They're
really
a good team. For Wasatch to be clawing in and staying within reach.
Checking in for Orem, I believe, for the first time tonight, Maxwell Lewis, the other senior.
This Robinson kid is lights out.
Little
can't give him an inch of space.
Right.
Wasatch playing a zone.
Heavy pressure.
That's better.
But they find the open look really well, and shot clock down to 20.
But now you have them scrambling and looking instead of just sitting back and reading and getting where they want it.
Yeah. Wesley's going to drive and get fouled by JJ.
I like to see that, JJ. I like to see that.
You know, JJ reaching down to help him up. Wesley didn't take his hand.
The offer denied, but
to his teammate. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys remember we talked about this last year. Remember the old Utah Jazz rule? Karl Malone and Stockton, they would not let their teammates put a hand down to the opposing team. I was at the Delta Center one night and watched Karl Malone just chew out. I just drew a blank on the big guy that he was so hard on. Ostertag. And chewed him out right in the middle of the game, saying something along the lines of, "Don't ever." Anyway, Wasatch comes down with a rebound, down 12, needing desperately scores and stops here, right, guys?
And getting stopped right at the timeline. We're not even getting across the timeline there. I say that timeline's that white line right down there.
JJ Seri open for a minute. Sam Lind drives. He's going to be fouled.
Get the read. Look at the rim. Eyes to the rim. Draws the defender closer. Now you've got your drive.
Foul charged.
Maxwell Lewis.
The shot.
Lewis just checked in. He is a senior, 6'5", shooting forward, I guess SF would mean.
Or strong forward or something.
Yeah.
There's the physicality that they let go for a long time.
And they're following another foul on Lewis.
Now we're getting to the line. JJ's like,
not quite yet. Not quite. Couple of fouls away, both teams. Inbound pass is going to go to Lind. Time is running out for Wasatch. They need to score and score quickly. Lind gets to the middle of the court. Just can't get up. Finally shoots it and good. JJ Sari goes down hard.
Just skidded across there and no call.
Sam Lind had to take a little fade away.
Here's the pressure, 10 points. If you can create, part of this pressure isn't even just to get a steal so much, it's just create that pace.
Right.
Get them playing quicker. Make them take a quick shot. It's about possessions at this point.
Jackson Allen is going to be fouled by Ethan Moore.
A great job of Orem of not taking that bait, being disciplined.
Right.
Pulling it out. Let's use the clock. Clocked your sixth man here.
Looked earlier, there's Jax Moore once again. Beautiful passing.
Maxwell Lewis, who just checked in, is Chad Lewis's son. Former BYU tight end.
Jackson.
Again, getting athletes.
Yep.
Three-pointer up, just short. That was for Caleb Smith.
See, he had the lane all the way to the rim.
Yep, he did, but they pulled it out. You're
right.
Out.
Discipline.
Same thing happening there. The other guys can just sort of wait, and Dastrup takes care of it. So Wasatch, some tough defense here. There's another foul. Foul charge to Ethan Moore. I believe that's his third personal foul. And that means it's the fifth foul. So now every foul here on out for the remainder of the quarter, which is only a minute 21, will result in
we ran into a buzzsaw tonight. This is a great Orem team.
But now you know.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, you know some of your weaknesses. You know what you need to face, what you need to address. You need to know what you need to get to.
And you have to have these nights to know what to work on. And
the RPI is not out yet. It will be in a week or two. But on Max Preps, Region 7 teams represented well in the top 10. Timpview is at 4 and Orem is at 5.
Wow. Much deserved.
There's the drive by Moore. They're going to kick it out. JJ Sari got Wesley right in his face.
Not a lot of room.
I wish he'd gone right up. Three-pointer up, just off the back rim. Orem we're down to 50 seconds left in the game. Wasatch down 14. Oh, that three-pointer. There was no stop on that. Tate Robinson.
Wow.
That's a
Robinson
statement
leading
shot.
all scorers with 20 points. Sam Lind
Sam with a statement of his own.
Lind brings the score to 53-67, down to 30 seconds. I was a little surprised Robinson got the green light there, but, why not, I guess. Robinson, 20 points. You have Jax Allen with 16 points.
And Jax has been quiet this half.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, he's quietly able to do his thing. So that's a big win for the Orem Tigers on the road here in Wasatch, 67-53. So
they've got a style, a level of play that Wasatch has got to get to.
Yeah.
It shows you, and Wasatch has all of the tools. The shooters, the size, the athleticism, and there's no reason that they can't be right there with that. But it kind of sets the bar. It shows you where you need to get to, and
Coach McClure, I mean, good for him too. He's going to go to the film.
There's a lot to learn. There's actually probably more to learn on a loss than on a win.
100%.
Yeah. So congratulations to the Orem Tigers, and we thank any listeners from Orem tonight on StingTV. We Everyone that we've spoken with here tonight has been very cordial, and they've been a great guest. Wasatch, they will drop to 1-2 in the Region 7. Orem jumps to 3-0. They become the quick favorites. But Timpview also will be probably seen as one of the teams that can be up there.
And we want to thank Miles. Got some watchers in Austin, Texas, tuning in to watch him drop these threes. But we appreciate everyone that's tuning in, wherever you are from. Tonight, with the snow falling, I'd much rather be in Austin.
Yeah,
that's for sure. That's for sure.
Shout out to our sponsors, Labrams.
I love the replays there. Great
Phone
job,
doc.
crew. So, guys, as we talk about our sponsors, and we're so appreciative of them, let's talk about players of the game. Let's start with Wasatch and talk a little bit about it. I got Sam Lynn with 19 points, Miles Brown with 14, and J.J. Sari with 7.
And I'd give the nod to Sam tonight. Just, hard. I mean, every shot was contested. That was not an easy shot. And had a little bit of an injury.
Yeah.
Was that in the first? That was the first half, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah,
first or second quarter.
I think it was third quarter, second quarter.
Came back out and played really well. So, he kind of took over tonight for us. Put the team on his back, and I liked how he played defensively too. Ethan Moore, again. Ethan is always kind of the runner-up, never the.
I still think there was something there that we could have found and gone to a little bit with Ethan tonight.
And you can't not mention JJ. He had a little tough go of it tonight. Had some big bodies in front of him.
Yep.
But man, if you go, I'll tell you my favorite play of the game was Carson Banky's take in the first half. The spin and the layup. That kid's going to be special too. Yeah, he's going to be special too.
Carson Banky, of course, a sophomore. And most of the other Wasatch starters are seniors. The only exception, of course, J.J. Sari is also a sophomore. And I think those are pretty good representation of those players. Now for the winning team, Orem Tigers, wow. I mean,
Tay Robinson. Robinson is a
5 guys with 10 points or more.
Changed the whole game.
Yeah.
But Tate Robinson.
It's really hard to prep for a team that has 6 guys all averaging 10 points a game.
Right.
Because it's hard to replicate that in practice. It's easier to replicate one good guy, one good stud that you stick out there, and okay, this is how we're to game plan. But when you got 10, and then you have somebody like Robinson that steps up and is just
has a career
lights out. Right. You can't give him a breath of space.
And Asher Young. Quietly, 16 points up there with one foul. I think he's just kind of your workhorse, does a little bit of everything. Didn't have the 3 ball rolling for him, but, inside, outside, tough kid. You go anywhere. A lot of good kids, but Robinson for sure.
I'm gonna say Robinson scored the most. But I'm going to say Jax Allen hurt us the most
at that first half.
On both ends and with things.
Sure.
And so congratulations to them.
I think you just really like the George Gervin analogy. So you're
yes, I do.
So when I was in high school, I had a coach that started calling me the Iceman. I had to go home and look it up. So I'm like, I don't know if this is good or bad.
I had this great poster of him. He played for San Antonio, and he's palming 2 balls. He's sitting on a throne of ice on. It was awesome.
I've seen it since.
I loved him.
I did a lot of reresearch and looked it up. I was like, hey, I'm all right with this.
You're like,
I can do this.
Dude, oh, heck yeah, baby.
Coach might like me.
Okay, well, the Orem Tigers go on the road now. They this will be the first of 3 road games for them in the region tonight here at Wasatch. Next week Friday night at Maple, and then next Tuesday at Timpview, and then they have a couple of home games themselves. Wasatch will go on the road for a couple of games at Cedar Valley this Friday night, and then Salem Hills next Tuesday night. And then they will have a couple of home games. So our next StingTV broadcast looks like will be January 19th, and that's when Spanish Fork will come for both the boys and the girls. So guys, final thoughts, and we can sign off.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
it's a film game for me. This is one that I hope that they go in and they watch over and over and over. There were so many things, little tiny nuances that they could correct and change, but I hope that they see that.
Gotcha.
Physicality, football speed kills. Right here, man, just the physicality and these guys are long. They're not little point guards or a big tall guard, center that were done all around the perimeter. These kids are 6'2" and above, run the floor well, see the floor well, and I think they're Orem's kind of meshing. So we go back to the drawing board. Let's talk about Wasatch a little bit. Go back to the drawing board. Found some weaknesses, both coaching wise and playing wise, and you go and shore those up and you see what you're made of.
I like it's better now than at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
And that's what Corey, to your what you were saying is the watching other great players. So I don't know if your daughter would remember this, but we would go and play some 6A teams in preseason for volleyball. And I told them, I said, girls, watch and learn.
Right.
Even while you're playing, you can learn the speed of the game a little bit. Basketball is even more that way. And I remember as a high school player in Reno, Nevada. I hadn't thought of it really till you were saying it, but played Carson City. They had this really big team, and they just beat us pretty good the first time at their place. But I remember thinking, I can be faster. I'm watching that guy do it, and I can be faster. And I remember practicing being faster. Like when I ran sprints, I tried to get faster, and I felt like I was improving just from watching them play. So, that's my little story. I'm an old guy, so
it's in the books. And move on to the next game. Good luck to Orem rest of the way out. And good luck for them driving down the canyon. I heard the snow is just.
Oh, is it coming
since
down?
I walked in here, there was not it wasn't even snowing when I walked in here at 5:15. So.
Okay, well, we'll sign off for Corey Lang and the gang here. They did a great job. And for Ken Purdy, that's him right there. I'm Brent Martindale. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. We will see you.
I got to get a shout out to Colin Hefferman. I forgot about that. Colin, if you're still up, you need to get to bed. But love you watching, buddy. He's a shooter, too, by the way. Colin can light it up.
All right. Sting TV, we'll see you next on January 19th. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.